Well, good afternoon, Tony. How are we doing today?
Doing great. Just hanging out in
Good.
Everest's room right now. So
I see that. The
Yeah.
rainbows and stuff behind you. I
Well,
assumed that wasn't your workroom.
the alphabet's good for me too. So
That's
gotta keep up with all my Augustana students. So they're pretty smart. So this gets me caught up. So
there you go. Keep you fresh on break time. So, and speaking of break time, I saw the team. Looks like you broke them up. Had the Secret Santa party last week, and everyone probably went home by now, right?
Yeah. So we had Secret Santa last time, and that was actually the last time I talked to you guys. I ended up getting Dylan Messer. He just had knee surgery, so I got him some Lindt chocolates to kind of like recover from surgery. And then what else did I get him? I got a Vikings flag from Trevor Willaert, our 33-pounder. So it was good.
Nice.
Yep.
So let's jump over to the wrestling world for a little bit here. I hadn't had a chance to speak to you since you guys did your tour down south. How'd that go? See anything that you're really impressed with or happy with the team? And what do you learn from that going down there? Because it was I think you had like 4 different duel matches, if I was correct. Didn't you down there?
Yeah. So we left on Thursday and we went down to St. Louis. We wrestled Fontbonne, and they're a newer program. So we kind of knew what that we should win the duel, but we went down and took care of business there. I don't remember exactly what the final was, but we lost one match. We won a couple by forfeit, and then, everybody else took care of business. Then we stayed the night in St. Louis. We went to Nashville on Friday, competed on Saturday, and there was actually a team that had to drop out because of COVID. They caught COVID and maybe the flu pretty bad, I guess. So they dropped out, and that actually added another duel to our schedule. So had we wrestled our initial schedule, we would have been undefeated on the weekend, but we picked up a good duel against Luther, which I had put down that we wanted to see. And we wrestled them pretty hard. We had a few close matches. We got caught in one weird match and pinned, but we were winning the match at that point. We lost a close one at 84, a close one at heavyweight, but we came away with a win at 125. That was a big win against a returning All-American. We got a pin at 33, which was really good against a tough kid. And then Alex Cruz got a good win at 149 too. So, similarly to Fontbonne, we kind of knew we would beat the other few teams. But we went and took care of business, and I don't think there was a match that, I think we won all the matches we were supposed to win, and most of them we won on bonus points too. So the guys wrestled really well, and it was kind of fun to see everybody kind of, gaining momentum and gaining steam throughout the day. And then it showed against a tough Luther team too. So.
Yep. So you had mentioned it real briefly, 125, he won a special award this last week. Can we talk about that a little bit? And I think that win was part of that, part of him helping.
Yeah. That so the CCIW is our conference, right? The Collegiate Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin. So it's us, North Central, Milliken, Wheaton, Elmhurst, a few Wisconsin schools, Carthage, and I would say behind like the Iowa conference and maybe the Wisconsin conference, it's probably the most competitive conference in the country. And we have a few guys that are, ranked number 1 in the country or top 3 for sure. So getting this award is a pretty big deal, but Alex was awarded the CCIW Wrestler of the Week. He went 5-0 on the weekend. He beat a returning All-American. He scored bonus points in every one of his matches except for that one. And I was looking at it. We started the season really slow with Alex at 125. He went 1-4, I believe, to start the season, and that was completely abnormal for him. But then he's been on a 13-1 run since then. So wrestler of the week, but I would even say wrestler of the month, maybe month and a half now. So kind of cool.
Yes, he's put together quite a string. I was fortunate enough when we went down to Augie last duel meet you had there, I was able to watch him. Incredible kid. It looks like he's really starting to settle into that 125 weight class right now. and evidently he's getting really well adjusted to making the weight and taking it to the guys, right?
Yeah. And I think I tell him all the time. I texted him once he got the award. I'm like, congratulations, but we're not done yet. Like, not by a long shot. So he's great. He's finally starting to realize that he can compete with those top guys in the country, and we've been telling him that as a coaching staff and as a program for the last year, and we'd see glimpses of it. But now he's really clicking and trusting himself and taking shots and hitting his offense and everything like that. So it's really cool to see, and having him as a spark plug at the start, right? All of our duels start at 125, and he like gets the ball rolling, then Trevor follows, then Cameron follows, then Alex follows, and like so on all the way up the lineup. So it's been pretty cool the last month or so to see that.
Yep, definitely a good kickstart for the team. Gets the fire going for everyone. So everyone's gone on break right now. What is the parting words that you tell them, right before they go off on break for, a couple weeks or so before they come back to you? And what advice do you give to wrestlers during this, I don't want to call it a down period, but, they're not wrestling competitive, right?
Yeah. So we like it when the guys go home and go in their high school rooms. So we've been working some new stuff in the room, the last few weeks or so. Just because we know they're going to go back to their high school rooms. And I always tell guys, it's not really a shot on high school kids. It's just like going back to high school after wrestling a month or two in college is like, it's kind of like wrestling in slow motion, right? Like you're learning all these new things. Your practice partners are awesome. And it kind of shows how predictable some kids are when they're wrestling. So like you go home and you're wrestling with your practice partner that I was close with last year as a freshman. And now it's like, what happened to this kid, So I would like to think our guys are going in and realizing that and working on the things that maybe they struggle with a little bit, like their new setup to their new shot, and trying to hammer that in a bunch of live situations so that when they come back to our room, it's been practiced a bunch of times, you know what I mean? In a live situation. So we just told them to try to get into the rest of their high school rooms. And then we told them our first duel back is on January 6th. So we're bringing them back on January 1st. So that only gives us a few days to really get our hands back on them to get them ready for Carthage. So obviously, staying strong, staying in shape, keeping their weight under control, going home and having mom's cooking for, 12 days is kind of dangerous sometimes. So that's kind of what we told them. And yeah. And our older guys, they've been through it before. So hopefully they're staying in good contact with our young guys too. So
good opportunity too for these guys to go back home, reach out and tell them what a power teamwork, we have in the Quad Cities with Augustana and see if we can get some new recruits, some new blood in there as well. Right.
Yeah, for sure. We always say ABC, always be recruiting. So yeah, hopefully they're home recruiting right now, but
I love it.
Yeah.
So you had mentioned upcoming duel on the 6th, January 6th. Now, this is a big thing because we were talking about, getting some youth wrestlers in there, a big night. It's going to be the first time that we're really going to see the women in the duel action in the Quad Cities, right? So you want to kind of take us through all that?
Yeah, I've reached out to a few youth coaches. I've been kind of slacking on our social media lately, but we're going to be posting something here in the next couple of days about all the details of it. But like I said, I've reached out to a couple of youth coaches and it sounds like we'll have some guys there for sure, but we're going to do our clinic on, Sunday, January 2nd, because I believe Saturday is New Year's. And then we'll do, it sounds like we're probably going to end up doing posters for our autograph session afterwards, but basically all the youth kids that come to the camp or the clinic are going to get a t-shirt and, a poster. We'll do a little autograph session, hopefully a little photo op type of thing. But we want to pack that place with all the Quad City local kids and boys and girls who want to watch some good wrestling. So
awesome. Definitely get us a link to that if it ain't too late, Tony, and we'll get that posted on our site. See how many of our kids we can get out that way.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So Carthage, now a little bit of background on that too. Old Augustana coach on the opposite side of the line of you, right?
Yep.
Augustana wrestler.
Yeah. He was a national qualifier conference champ. I believe he won OW at the conference tournament his senior year. But yeah, he when I came down here, he went to McMurray and then got an opportunity at Carthage, and they got some tough kids. So hopefully there are some pretty competitive matches, and hopefully we come through with a win. But you know, having tough matches is always good. So
yep. And how's our women's team looking?
They're doing all right. We so we had to end up canceling. We got canceled on by the team that we were wrestling in Nashville. So they ended up going home a little bit early. But I've stayed in touch with them throughout this, and they're working hard. I've gotten a few videos of the girls going in their high school rooms and keeping up with them, and they'll come home or come back. Hopefully they think of it as home. They'll come back January 1st with the guys, and then compete against Carthage. And I'm not sure exactly how our weights line up as far as like a duel situation goes. I know they have one girl who's way lighter than ours, but hopefully we get at least a handful of matches all squared away with Carthage, and we'll do a similar thing with the women where we'll do a poster and stuff like that. So all the younger girls who come in and do the clinic will get an opportunity to hopefully identify some like heroes as far as wrestling goes with the older girls who are competing on our team. So
absolutely it's going to be a fun, exciting night. Good opportunity for a lot of youth wrestlers, female wrestlers, men, boys wrestlers, come out and just see what that next level is going to be like. And like you said, these women are people to look up to. I mean, they're trendsetters. They're doing something that has never been done before. So these younger ladies looking up to them, that's incredible. And they're probably really good role models to follow the next stage into their collegiate career, right?
Yep. Yeah, we got a bunch of great women on the team, and they work hard, and they're good role models. So
good. So what else do we got coming up, Coach?
Just Christmas. So we're getting ready for Everest's first Christmas, and we'll be here in the Quad Cities with Danielle's family for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then we'll go up to Minnesota to see my family, and hopefully have a great first Christmas, and then we'll be back here getting ready for the guys and girls to come back and train.
Excellent. You get all your shopping done?
Not quite.
Not quite. That means there's wrapping left to do too.
Yeah,
so.
we'll figure it all out though. I'm not too worried.
Well, we don't want to take up too much time from you, Coach. Thank you for your time this week. You have an awesome Merry Christmas, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the new year. Okay.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot. Merry Christmas.